Following Jen Kane again today we're at the guard shack at the entrance now, going down by the cabins, and we're going to take you on the entire CCC loop clockwise. You can ride it both directions, but we here at camp think the most fun direction is clockwise. They're both fun, but clockwise is a little bit more fun. We're riding through the cabins, which are great to rent. We're about to go through the yellow gate. It remains closed except for events or people that have the CCC field rented out. Down here, and this connects to the lakeside connector to the left and follows you. We're gonna go to the right and start the CCC loop. Also a little dirt road here. Go up and take a sharp left. And this is the actual technical beginning of the CCC loop. About to start a section within the CCC loop called the fast downhill section of CCC. Right here. It's a fun little flowy section. We recently put in a few rock lip jumps. They're really simple. Nothing too problematic. Here's one here. And the other one here. We have a tight right-hand turn here. Usually goes pretty well. This is coming up with the end of the fast downhill segment. And right here starts what's called the Ribbit segment. This trail is a little bit more advanced, but nothing too problematic. This trail circles the CCC field, which can be rented out for events, tent camping, etc. spit you out on the dirt roads. CCC field is right to the right up here. And a little fun, fast downhill section here. It's usually really grippy. A tight right hand turn. It's flat here. Usually has a good grip to it, so you can do pretty good. You got a good downhill section here with the compression on the bottom with a right hand turn that you can send it pretty good. And then be ready after this for a little climb up. Nothing too bad though. I did forget to mention that we came out on the road earlier. That was the end of Rip It segment. We're about to cross that same road again. A little slight climb here. A really fun downhill section coming up. There's that road again. And you'll see the CCC field coming up just ahead of Jen and to her right. There's a couple points of entry onto this trail from that field. Here's that really fast downhill section. I'll turn to the left. You have a good turn to the right, banked a little bit. You hit it really hard. A couple more rock lip jumps coming up that you can hit. They're really safe, nothing too hard about them. There's one Jen did really nicely. And here's another little simple one, just to add a little fun. Sharp left-hand turn here. Always has good grip. Don't want to hit that tree to your right, so dig in hard there. Tiny uphill to power up that. You got a really fast turny downhill coming up. Got a little rock jumping thrown into this one too. This always grips really good through here, so don't be afraid to rip it through here. Here's that jump. Last one of those on this section of CCC trail. Got a tight little downhill, good turns in it, grips well. Then you're gonna take right up here to stay on the CCC loop. If you go straight, that takes you back up to that fast section of downhill. That left there to that bridge takes you to Creek View. We're in the middle of Creek View. We're going to continue on CCC. This is one of the most beautiful areas in the park here, down along the creek. We're going to come up on the famous Hank Graham Bridge that was built some 10 years ago. And that takes you to Repeat, the Oil for Pete's Sakes. And again, we're going to keep going on the CCC loop. Now we're about to start a fun little section called the CCC Climb Out. It starts about right here. Got a depression here through a little simple. This section is actually fun, running the other way. And we plan to build a couple of jumps in this section for coming the other way at some point. We're filming this right at the end of July. Of course, we're in Alabama, so it's only probably 85 degrees right now, but it's probably 85% humidity. So if you don't know about Alabama weather and you come here to ride our trails, be prepared for something hot and sweaty during the months of July, August, and most of September. We're still on the CCC Climb Out, almost to the end of it. Nice little climb out. And right about here ends the CCC climb out segment. So see how good you do on that one when you ride it. See some houses here that border the park. Lucky people. This is a pretty tight, turny section, but it all grips really well, and you can hammer it through here once you learn it. And you can follow Jen's lines because she's hitting all the lines just right. Little right-hand turn here with a big root. Be aware of that. You have a little fun downhill sections, high-speed turns. Tight right-hander right here. Good grip here usually. Left-hander and tight right-hander. Back to the left. And right here is the connection to where we started back on the CCC proper. And I'm gonna go that little downhill and back through, crossing the road. A couple different lines through this depression here. I usually ride over to the left and back up. We're back to the road where we started. Keep going up this hill and it takes you back to the guard shack and the cabins. If you ride across here, it'll take you to the lakeside connector, which we'll show you in another video, which is to the left and takes you back to the parking lots where we started, and to the right is Fallsview Trail, which also takes you eventually to Creek View, and we'll show you that at some point as well.